Hello again. Today I am doing a This Week in Booktube. It's been a couple of weeks since I've gone and done one of these. So for those who aren't aware, I cover all of the read-alongs and readathons and booktube milestones that I find going on around booktube. For this installment, I didn't find any new read-alongs or book clubs that I can add. So when you see the read-along section, it'll basically be the same thing from last time. But I did find a bunch of new readathons that I'm going to talk about here. So let's just get on to it. First thing I'm going to talk about are read-alongs and book clubs. Jets Reads Books had her winter quarterly book club book announcement, and it is Wake of Vultures. You can find her video down below. And Jenna Reads is looking to start a read-along of the Sarah J. Maas books in 2019. She is still considering doing it. I will link her video down below. If you are interested in doing that read-along with her, definitely check out that video and let her know that you are interested in participating in the actual read-along. Sounds like fun. She'll basically be covering all of the Sarah J. Maas books throughout the whole year. Og Schooling is doing a Watership Down read-along that will be taking place from November 12th to December 22nd. As a shameless self-promotion, I am also doing a read-along starting in December with Tiffy E, the Book Chronicles, and the Happy Booktuber. I've already done an announcement video about it. It's basically going to be covering the DC Icons books. The first book will be Wonder Woman in December. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've actually been reading a bunch of Wonder Woman comics just to get ready for the bonus videos that I'm doing. So it's going to be really fun to do. So definitely join me in December for that. The Book Finch is doing his Dark Materials read-along, where the Golden Compass is going to be in December, the Subtle Knife in January, and the Amber Spyglass in February. Reads Readers is doing a Long Come a Read-along about the James Patterson books for the Women's Murder Club. They are going to be read from November through May, roughly 3 books a month. You can find out more on his channel. Margaret the Word Nerd is continuing her Percy Jackson series of read-alongs. She's doing The Battle of the Labyrinth on January 5th. And The Last Olympian on February 2nd. Completely Melanie's Potterwatch read-along. December 22nd is going to be Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. January 19th is going to be Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. February 16th is going to be Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. And March 30th is going to be Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. And then April 27th is going to be Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Next read-along is a Harry Potter read-along that is starting in January, that Reading with Ryan is doing. So in January, he's going to be reading Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone and Harry Potter and Chambers of Secrets. In February, it's Prisoner of Azkaban. In March, it's Goblet of Fire. In April, Order of the Phoenix. In May, Half-Blood Prince. And in June, Deathly Hallows. Molly Strelecki, she is doing a Fifth Wave read-along. She's going to be reading then the second book, The Infinite Sea, from December 1st to December 31st. And then The Last Star from January 1st to January 31st. Tomb Infinity and Sarcasm and Sci-Fi have a Galactic Grimoire book club where they are reading Frankenstein by Mary Shelley and the graphic novel Bitch Planet Volume 1. Twilight-athon, where these 4 different booktubers are going to read through the Twilight books. So it's going to be Grace Marie, Laurie Dawson, Where in the World is Leah James, and Keeping Tabs are all going to be running this read-along for all of the Twilight books. The Witchlands read-along, which covers the Truth Witch, Wind Witch, Sight Witch series of books. JLW Reads is doing this. The read-along for Wind Witch will be November 25th to December 29th. And then Sight Witch will be December 30th to February 2nd. Musings of a Cat is doing what she's calling the Forensic Mysteries Readalong, The Circle of Blood in December, and The Dying Breath in January. And the way she described these books actually made it sound really interesting to me. Lizzie Faye Loves Books. She's doing the Cherry Cola Book Club, which is a 6-book series written by Ashton Lee. The read-along schedule is A Cherry Cola Christmas in December, Queen of the Cookbooks in January, and Book Club Babies in February. Next one is the Daughter of Smoke and Bone read-along announcement, which is all 3 books in that trilogy. There are a bunch of hosts. Bookish Drama, Happy Booktuber, Dragon Queen's Lair, Grace Murray, Where in the World is Leah Jane, Reader Bee, and Reading with Ryan are all hosting this. It's going to be running from October through December. So let's talk about the readathons. First readathon I'm going to talk about is the Books of Years Past, run by Secondhand Shan. The challenges are: read a book you've been meaning to read for a long time. Start, continue, finish a series you've been putting off. Read a book you've been gifted or recommended a while ago. Read a book that haunts you, a book you've put down and have been meaning to finish. Read a book in a genre you've wanted to try or don't normally read. Read a book that's been on your shelves the longest time, whether unread or read. And read a book you wanted to read as a child or reread a childhood favorite. Next readathon I'm going to talk about is Christmas Readathon, going on from December 17th to December 31st. Cerilouisereads is doing this. The challenges are: Presents, read a book given to you. Nativity, read a book written by someone or featuring a character with the name Mary, Joseph, or Carol. 'Tis the Season, read a book set in the Christmas season. Santa's Helpers, read a book featuring elves, fairies, or angels. Pantomime, read a fairy tale retelling. A Christmas Carol, read a Christmas Carol and or watch your favorite adaptations. Jola Bakaflod, give someone a book for Christmas and spend part of the Christmas Eve reading. Next readathon I'm going to talk about is Christmas Classic-a-thon from December 1st to the 31st. This is Lucy the Reader that's running this. Challenge 1 is to read at least one classic during the month. Challenge 2 is read a book that features or reminds you of Christmas. Challenge 3 is to read a children's classic. And Challenge 4 is to read a book that's been translated into your native language. The next readathon I'm going to talk about is Smut-a-thon Round 2. This is going on from December 10th to December 16th. Riley Marie and Ginger Reads Laney are doing this challenge. The challenges are enemies to lovers, friends with benefits, fake relationships, slow burn, forbidden and different worlds. And obviously it is a romance-based readathon. Next readathon is Oh What Fun Readathon, going on from December 16th to December 23rd. Mackenzie Lane is doing this readathon. There are 2 sections to this readathon, a naughty section and a nice section. The naughty challenges are stay up all night reading, read a holiday romance, read a book you got for Christmas last year but haven't read, read by the fire, even if it's a screensaver fireplace, read a book about villains, read and watch How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and read a book you bought mainly for the cover. The nice list is to read a Harry Potter book, buddy read a book with a friend or family member, read the 25th book on your TBR shelf, read a classic, read and watch the Polar Express, and read a nativity story. Next readathon is the Cloak and Dagger Christmas Readathon for December. It's a mystery readathon. It has Kate Howe, Mel's Bookland Adventure, the Novel Nomad, Carol's Reading Rambles are all running this readathon. The prompts are Sugar and Spice, Old and New, Home and Travel, and Summer and Winter. So try to match your mystery books with those prompts. 'Tis the Season'athon, Holiday Readathon, going on from December 3rd to December 9th. Bookables, Between Chapters, Chelsea Darling Reads, Super Space Chick are all doing this, along with a Court of Crows and Quills Instagram account is also highlighting this on Instagram. The reading challenges for this readathon are Read a book with a red or green on the cover. Read a book while listening to holiday music. Read a warm and fuzzy book. Read a short book under 250 pages. And read a holiday-themed book. There is also an optional group book, Snow in Love by Melissa De La Cruz, Nick Stone, Amy Freeman, and Casey West. So again, that takes place December 3rd to December 9th. There is also a Very Merry Readathon Round 3 announcement that is going on from December 10th to December 16th. The book is Porcupine, Tiny Book Dragon, Paper Fairy, Stacy's Stories, Christina's Journey, and the blog A Cup of Wonderland are all co-hosting this readathon. The reading challenges are: read a book that is set during the holidays, read a book with Christmas colors on the cover, read a book with illustrations, read a book that was given to you as a gift or that was recommended to you, and read a book just because you want to. Again, this takes place between December 10th to December 16th. The next readathon I'm going to talk about is the Magical Readathon Christmas at Hogwarts. This is a Harry Potter themed readathon that takes place from December 17th to December 24th. Book Roast is doing this readathon. The prompts are: finish your coursework, finish what you're currently reading, help Hagrid decorate the trees, book with a golden detail, have a snowball fight with the Weasley twins, a book you think will be humorous, visit three broomsticks for Muller Pixie Wine, a read that should only take you a day or evening, exchange presents at the common room, read a book featured or about friendship, sneak into the kitchen to gift Dobby odd socks, read a book that has an item of clothing on the cover, attend a Yule Ball, book you'll be preparing yourself for, fly around snowy Hogwarts ground, a building has to be on the cover, put on your knitted sweater from Molly Weasley, read with your present parents, or a book that focuses on a family. Use your invisibility cloak to get to the restricted section of the Hogwarts library, read a banned book, bring a festival treat to Hedwig at the Owlery, animal on the cover, title, series, or name. Attend the Christmas feast is watch a Harry Potter movie, which is optional. So with this readathon, she has basically a map, kind of, that you can do challenges that I'll show up here on the screen, and all of those different options that I read, you can do different ones to actually get to the end, attending the Christmas festival. So it's kind of a choose-your-own-adventure type of readathon. This sounds really interesting. And again, that is the Magical Readathon that takes place from December 17th to December 24th. Next readathon I'm going to talk about is the 12 Days of Readathon announcement. This is taking place from December 12th to December 23rd. Storyglip, Emmy Rose Reads, as read by Holly, and Here There Be Magic are all doing this, are all co-hosting this readathon. The first prompt is Family Dinner, a book that is heavily focused on family, blood, or found. Second is Mistletoe, read a book with romance. Third is Hot Cocoa and Blankets, read a book while drinking something hot. Fourth is Winter Break, read a book about a place you want to travel vacation to. 5 is Snowy Days, read a book with white on the cover. 6 is Stocking Stuffers, read a book that was gifted to you or you got free. 7, Gift Wrapping, read the next book or the conclusion to a series to wrap it up. 8 is Naughty List, read a book with a strong villain anti-hero. 9 is Frostbit, read a book dealing with or recognizing mental health. 10 is Over the River and Through the Woods, read a fairy tale retelling. 11 is New Year's, read a newly released book. And 12 is the 12 Days of Christmas, read one of the recommended books. And again, that takes place December 12th to the 23rd. A holiday book bingo that Wandering Reader and Steeped in Books are doing. It's going on from December 1st to January 4th. I will put up the bingo card here of different challenges that are out there. There are 25 different challenges where you can basically make a bingo. Again, really interesting concept. And you can definitely check out the links below for more information. The Queer Lit Readathon. This is Perpetual Pages. Kathy Tridehart, Rogan Shannon are doing. The challenges are all books must have a queer main character or revolve around queer topics. Challenges are read a book with an indigenous main character. Read a book that has an intersectionality you share. New author, read a book by an author you've never read before. Read a book with an ace, arrow, spectrum main character. Read a book with a trans special main character. Read a 5-star prediction book or one that is hyped. Choose your own category and tell us about it. Read a graphic novel. The group read's going to be determined. Read a middle grade book. Read a book with a disabled main character. Read a book by a POC author. Read a translated book. Read a historical fiction book. Read a genre you don't usually read. And read an Own Voices book. And again, this is from December 2nd to December 8th. The Queer Lit Readathon. BFF Readathon. That goes from December 1st to December 31st. The Book Empress is running this. And this has a twist that you will not be picking the books for this readathon. You will have someone else pick the books for the readathon. So all of these challenges are actually not for you. They are for the person who you are getting to pick your TBR for. So it's either a friend or Twitter or however you want to do it to actually get somebody else to pick your books. But the challenges are: read a book with a favorite color on the cover. Read a book that you think the person will never read. Read a book with your favorite mythological creature. Judge a book by its cover and pick a favorite cover off the person's shelf. Pick a first book in a series. Pick a book featuring an animal. Pick a book that starts with the first letter of your first name. Pick a book in a series that the person hasn't finished. Pick a book that you want the person to read because you want to know if they could recommend it to you. And pick a book that you think they will love. And now it's time for the BookTube milestones. Sassy Ginger Book Obsession has 1 year on BookTube video that I will link down below. And that is it for all of my readathons and readalongs and everything for this week in BookTube. Again, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, thanks again for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.